Brawl news. We are very quickly approaching the next Brawl Talk, ladies and gentlemen. There are very important things that we have to get into here in this episode today. A potential new Brawler leak, the Brawl Talk date, potential confirmation on a collab coming up in this update that's pretty mind-blowing, and so much more. Let's get into it. So first things first, why don't we get straight away into the next Brawl Talk date? And it is much closer than I'm sure a lot of you guys are expecting, given the fact that we are heading into the Brawler Days update season. It's going to be a bit different than what we're normally used to. Just for example, we are still in the first season of this 2-update Brawl Talk update cycle, right? We still have the Star Tune update season, so it's confusing, but we do have a date. Now, I wouldn't be saying this without confirmation, seeing that it's so different, but huge shout out to Chosen for finding this over on TikTok, BrawlStar's TikTok. It was leaked with the sticky note in the bottom left-hand corner of the monitor. We have Brawl Talk, December 8th, this Sunday. So at the point that I'm recording this video, 1 week away. Since we now know that, we have 1 week to speculate as much as possible, and given that we are getting closer and closer, there should be more information that comes out in Easter egg form, so be sure to stay tuned to the channel. I'll be sure to keep you guys in the loop on that. But piggybacking into the next topic, which was something that we ended up bringing up 6 days ago at the point that I'm recording this video, discussing some interesting Easter eggs about the new season coming out for the December update, the big one of the year. We ended up discussing that there was an unexplained profile icon in the Brawl Stars fan kit that had something to do with pizza as well as outer space. And coupled with that, during the Juju animation, we were given a glimpse at Colette's notebook here, giving us another Easter egg with the pizza space theme here going on. Kind of poetically, we have the cartoon season that we're about to head into and the line that Colette draws to the very next season, right? Pizzas and outer space. Now, we definitely kept it really open-ended as to what it might have meant, pizzas and outer space, and definitely the most popular theory that I'm seeing in not only the comments of that video as well as just outside in the wider Brawl Stars community has something to do with Pizza Planet from Toy Story. It's a popular restaurant in the Toy Story lore, or I don't know, universe, whatever you want to call it, as well as it's related to the really iconic van, the Pizza Planet delivery van, which has a lot of really interesting elements of lore and conspiracy theories out there in the Pixar universe. The fun thing about Pizza Planet and this specific delivery truck is you see this truck pop up in a lot of different Pixar films, maybe calling back to the homage of Toy Story or something like that, but it's almost in every single one. Just YouTube a video about the Pizza Planet delivery truck and you'll see like fun conspiracies. So I think it really fits in well with the mysterious lore or backstory of Brawl Stars. That fitting might be really, really nice. And seeing that Brawl Stars has been really thick with collaborations and whatnot recently, I think it would make a ton of sense to collaborate with something like Pixar or just specifically Toy Story. What that might look like, we are yet to find out, but really interested as to what might be coming out in the future. Moving along here to a really helpful tweet from Chosen Network before we get into the fun, I would say longer segment about a potential new Brawler Easter egg or leak that came out in an animation. We have a fun little update prediction thing going on here based on countless amounts of gathering information inside the Brawl Stars community. But like we just had mentioned, a lot of the discussion or theories going on right now has something to do with a fun collaboration with Toy Story in the top left-hand corner. But another one that I feel like a lot of people have been talking about, something that we were kind of unsure of in the past, seeing that there were some recent tweets from Frank kind of muddying up the water a little bit, but a lot of people are pretty dead set on 3 new Brawlers coming out. I know the water was muddied by Frank, but in my personal opinion, I really don't think of something coming out as hype as 3 new Brawlers in a December update. It's kind of been the staple now for the past, I would say, 3 years, I think it's been, where we've gotten 3 Brawlers in the Brawler Days update, and we've seen countless times that the Brawl Stars dev team attributes some of the most popular things or the attractions for updates being new Brawlers. That's something that they're never gonna slow down on in the foreseeable future because it draws so much attention. It's the major selling point of updates. So really still kind of dead set on 3 new Brawlers coming out. Whether one of them is going to be free is yet to be known, but that's also been the ongoing track record for these Brawler Days updates. So I'm guessing 3 new Brawlers and maybe a Toy Story collab, which what we're discussing in the past. But next up, moving along to some fun stuff that was found during an animation to celebrate Shade's release. I honestly didn't pick up on the fun Easter eggs going on in this video right away, seeing that it was just so adorable. I wasn't really paying attention to it, but people uncovered a few really interesting things that I think we need to take note of. Just to get one out of the way, seeing that this is amongst one of the screenshots that I took in the animation here, and it's very, very clear. But we have a lot of graffiti going on amongst the train. I don't know if that might be a characteristic of something in the next update, or if we're just kind of looking at a rundown train going along here. But we do have something interesting here, and we might circle back to it. It looks like possibly some numbers or some initials. I'm looking at maybe CL37 possibly, or C137. Don't know what that is. C137. I'm seeing some stuff about Rick and Morty being their dimension. I'm seeing a radioactive isotope. Don't know, man. I would love your guys' theories on that. So the very first one that's drawing a ton of attention can be seen on this frame here. A few interesting things. The very first one that has been discussed at length the most is this heart, whatever it's graffiti or whatnot, just writing on the wall, Buster plus something that starts with B, a name that starts with B. We know Buster is kind of tied to this lore. He's not necessarily a part of the Ghost Station trio, but he's been featured in like animations within the environment with Gus and stuff like that. So Buster's kind of a part of this lore in a sense, but we have B here, and a lot of the theories in the beginning were maybe just existing characters with the letter B, like B, BB, but then the discussion quickly shifted to why would you cross out an existing brawler's name? Why is that important? And it's very consistent behavior with past update Easter eggs and stuff like that for new brawlers to not give away all the information, right? Whenever you cross out stuff giving little hints, it really throws out a red flag about potential new brawler coming out, starting with the letter B. But once again, I would love some theories from you guys as well. Another thing that was really, really interesting, drawing a little bit of attention, was this picture here. A lot of the time, whenever there's like something very noteworthy for Easter eggs and it draws your attention, like your eyes to this, if there's something kind of like next to it or accommodating the photo, sometimes that means it's pretty important as well. But we have this here. It's hard to make it out. The first thing that my mind drifted to is potentially like Spike. We can see like those black dots possibly being the face and then covered up by something there. And then we can see legs like standing on a platform or podium, but a lot of green in there, some writing there at the top that's hard to make out. Maybe YOO, yo, something. But some people are also speculating that this might be related to possibly an Easter egg for a new brawler or whatnot. We've got another fun look at this C137. We have another fun little screenshot. I basically just tried to capture anything that might be noteworthy. We had Shade scared tucked into the corner of the train, and there is a number 5, I think, or S with an exclamation mark. And this one here we see Crazy above the door, again with the same kind of color of stuff going on here, so who the heck knows? And then finally, to close out the frame, we have a few other things. We got a W over here. I think it's BS or B5 there. Cell, CELL. Got some other graffiti going on here. BOO. Hey, we're seeing a lot of B's. It's interesting. But either way, I think once again, seeing that we're so close to the actual Brawl Talk, a lot of this stuff is really important when it comes to Easter eggs. Not only getting a really significant Easter egg in that Juju animation some time ago, but even further on in this timeline, normally getting Easter eggs scattered throughout, we're getting some really interesting stuff here in this animation. But finally, wrapping up this episode of Brawl News here today, in the Black Friday announcement video that was posted, I believe, a few days ago, we were given this gameplay footage of an individual brawler getting a buff, and that is Miko. If you guys didn't know, maxed out Miko right now in game has 6,000 total HP, and it looks like this Miko has like 6,300. He took a little bit of damage, but throughout the entire frame you can't see him heal up or anything like that, so maybe a 300 health increase for balance changes, pre-balance changes before the Brawl Talk. But that's just about it, ladies and gentlemen, trying to keep you guys in the loop. I would love to hear your guys' speculation about a B Brawler. Brawler sneak peek Easter eggs, really, really interesting, as well as things like Do you think 3 brawlers are coming out in the update? I'm pretty on board with that. What do you think about a potential Toy Story collab? There's a ton of stuff that is still left up in the air as we are only a week out from the Brawl Talk. But once again, stay tuned to the channel, subscribe up. We're going to be keeping you guys in the loop on everything, especially that one day before Brawl Talk crazy sneak peek video breakdown. So yeah, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. But with that being said, have a great rest of your day and we'll see you in the next one. Adios. Take care.